You're listening to the Midwest Most Dangerous Podcast, Lockpod, Season 18, Episode 8, coming to you live from the NECA IBEW Power in Indiana Lake County Studios.
Definitely coming right out of a holiday break.
Coming in hot.
Forgot to print out the ads.
We don't need ads.
But now we have
note.
them. Yeah, show note was a little rough, but we're here.
We're
ready for a post
flying by
Memorial
the seat
Day.
of our pants today, guys.
Tom's coming in injured. We got all kinds of things going on.
I'm not injured. I'm just ugly.
Sustained an injury.
Uglier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened? You look
Patrick elbowed me in the face during a pool basketball
good.
game.
Let me pull in on this Tom cam. Take your glasses off. I don't see anything.
Remove the glasses.
No,
oh,
that's
yeah.
Oh,
See, up here?
Turn the other way.
wow.
There it is.
Yeah.
You're going to have a little, I think you might have a little shiner.
I think I would have had it by now.
Yeah,
Dude,
maybe.
I see a slice there. Yeah.
It was completely around the whole eye. Like the orbit of the eye is all cut. Patrick decided to throw elbows in our pool basketball game, and he blasted.
Got his
ass.
dad.
Dude, it was like it was fun too. It was all the boys. We were
Yeah.
having a good time.
That's fun.
Right. It was, Chase has his buddy Dylan visiting. So it was Dylan and I against Chase and Patrick.
Nice.
Okay. And, that's
And
fun.
pool, and by the way, pool basketball at Tom's Pool is kind of a tradition.
Yeah. And it's sort of like a full contact sport.
Yes.
It really is. There's not a lot of fouls
A
being
lot of
called.
fun.
But, Pat got, Pat's big.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's really strong. So,
And your
Wait,
eye.
you guys were on the same team?
no.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I was
I heard
guarding
you
him.
wrong.
I was
Okay.
guarding him.
Pat must have felt bad after, though.
I made him feel bad. Well, I was.
I bet you did.
I did, man. I'm like, dude, I'm
Your
freaking,
blood's pouring down your face.
I literally am bleeding all over the pool in front of everybody. I'm
I
like, you
shouldn't be
fucking
laughing.
idiot, Pat. Like, what the fuck is the matter with you? And he's
Yeah.
like, what? I'm
You
like, I'm
fucking
50.
idiot.
I'm like, I'm 57, dickhead. You're 20 and strong as hell. Like, if I was playing against your mom, I'd probably back off a little, dickhead, not throw elbows, right? Yeah, I made him feel bad.
Oh,
That's
no.
all right.
Especially
Yeah.
when you disowned him. You just went a little far.
And now
I went a little far.
You're not my son.
I disown you.
I have a feeling the next basketball game you're going to dominate.
Oh, I'm gonna
Pat's like,
blast-
I'm not touching him.
I'm blasting that kid. Yeah, that sucked, dude. Because I'm on blood thinners. So,
Yeah.
Oh.
dude, give me a reason to bleed. I'm
Yeah.
all over the place.
Wow.
Yeah, blast right now. I'm bleeding all over the pool.
At
It
least
looked
it's
a lot-
dramatic.
It was definitely dramatic.
Pat was probably like, holy.
He knocked me off my, I was like jittery.
Woozy?
Yeah, it's sort of, if you get punched in
Punch
the
in
ring.
the face, yeah.
And
yeah.
you're like stumbling around trying to find your center of gravity. I was doing that.
Holy.
Yeah, dude, I fell against the stairs. And I was just
Wow.
and then I saw the blood dripping into the pool. I was like,
Poor Pat. He probably felt terrible.
Poor Pat.
fuck Pat. What is that?
Pat, there's our show.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You know,
like
you
to
hurt
stay
your
with-
dad. You're like, oh my god, and you're
Like,
stumbling
poor
out of the
Pat.
pool.
Poor
Well,
Pat.
Yeah, I know you're going to
I'm
recover.
fucking bleeding,
I know.
dickhead.
Look at his eye,
I
Kevin.
have faith that
Poor Pat. Yeah, I feel horrible for him.
I have
I'm walking
faith
around with
that
a
you
black
can-
eye.
That you can take an elbow.
I'm walking around with a black eye, dude. Like, I gotta
Poor
go on the
Patrick.
news. Poor Pat. Yeah, he must have felt horrible.
I feel bad for Pat.
Yeah. I'm gonna blast you in the face.
I mean,
Poor Tom. He blasted Kevin in the face. He feels so bad.
But when it happened and you saw the blood, did you think it might have been worse than it was?
It honestly, he hit me square.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I was still like aware of what's going. Like I said, it knocked me a little.
it'll get you.
But when it started bleeding, and it hurt because it felt like it was cut. It was like
Whenever you get punched in the face, it sucks.
Yeah, you get punched in the face often.
No, but I'm just thinking of
When's the last time
basketball.
you got punched in the
Steely
face?
A long
Dan
time.
concert.
Probably
Steely Dan concert, exactly.
I was doing the punching, John. I was not getting punched. At the
It wasn't. It didn't come to blows, for the record.
That is accurate.
Kevin has a weird thing about soft rock, though.
That is accurate. There are no blows thrown in
Learn
that.
to work the saxophone. That's how you get Kevin into a rage. You just sing some Steely Dan.
Have you seen him at a Chicago show? Oh,
Dude, yeah.
I have not been punched in the face.
Everybody
Probably since
needs a
basketball.
little-
Probably,
Dude, we went to
probably
see
since high
Elton
school
John
basketball.
in freaking the Red Piano. Kevin started a riot,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
I was there.
Yeah, I know. He
was
started a
worried.
riot. It was
There was no
embarrassing.
riot at the Red Piano.
He was beating up this old man. I couldn't believe it.
I'm not.
Elbowed him in the face and felt horrible after.
I'm well.
Yeah.
I'm well past my fighting days.
Goodbye Yellow Brick Road.
Yes,
I used to fight when I was a kid.
those days are over. I really didn't get
I'm,
many
I'm talking
fights.
like when I was in 6th and 7th grade.
Oh.
A lot of therapists would look at that and think I was just an angry kid.
Mhm.
I was probably.
Maybe you were.
I mean, yeah.
So
My dad lived across the country from me. I needed a father
those aren't
figure.
easy.
Obviously.
Those aren't easy times.
But you're not angry at all anymore. You've
No,
totally got
man.
it
Just
fixed.
a pat.
Totally rehabilitated myself.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Big disowned Pat, but outside of that, everything's fine.
I don't ever fight anymore. So
I
don't fight with elbows.
No,
Yeah.
those days are over.
Hey,
I'm a verbal jouster.
Hammond's in the news this morning.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well, I drove over Columbia Ave, 94 overpass. It's totally stopped.
Yeah, there was
what's
a
going
Hammond police officer involved shooting last night on the highway. So we'll go ahead and
Wow.
I got a press release from the Hammond Police Department. I was briefed this morning. By the way, whenever you hear helicopters when you're waking up, it's never good news.
No.
And I heard helicopters, and I was like, I hope it's just traffic. Well, it was traffic, but traffic because just after midnight last night, May 26, 2026, the Hammond Police Department responded to assist the Indiana State Police during an incident that resulted in an officer-involved shooting investigation. The incident occurred during a traffic stop on Interstate 94 eastbound near mile marker 2.4. Just east of Indiana-Illinois state line in the area of Indianapolis Boulevard. During the encounter, shots were fired and an Indiana State Police trooper was struck by the suspect. The trooper was transported for medical treatment and is currently reported to be in stable condition. Personnel from the Hammond Police Department, Lake County Sheriff's Department, and the Indiana State Police responded to the scene. No additional officers were injured during the incident. At this time, there is no threat to the public. The Indiana State Police is the lead investigating agency for this incident. Due to the ongoing investigation, eastbound and westbound lane closures in the area are expected to remain in place for an extended period of time this morning. Motorists are advised to avoid the area and seek alternative routes. Additional information will be released by the Indiana State Police as it becomes available.
Sounded like Hammond and Lake County officers were backup or were called to the scene.
I got briefed this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So the officer was just east of, the state trooper was east of Indianapolis Boulevard on eastbound 8094.
Which is the second exit into Indiana.
Right. It's literally 2 miles in. And then the state trooper called for backup and said, I have a suspect at gunpoint. So I don't know what happened before that point.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously Hammond is the closest agency. We had an officer at 175th and Calumet, which is 1 minute away. The officer jumped on the highway and assisted. And by the time the officer got there, they were getting ready to start shooting.
Wow.
And I know that we had an officer there. I think there was also county officers there when it went down.
Yeah, too. They said on the briefing, on the state police briefing. that
We got
we
lucky.
watched.
From what I understand, there's a lot of crossfire involved, and we got lucky that
Mm.
first off, there was a passenger in the car, and she did not get killed. The driver got killed. Passenger's fine, but the officers were on both sides of the car firing like across.
Oh, wow.
So we got lucky that nobody got killed. So other than the bad guy. No
Sounds
offense.
terrible.
No offense, but the bad guy shot the trooper. From what I understand, it's not life-threatening. It says, I heard chest, but I didn't get briefed on chest. I got briefed that it was in the shoulder.
Okay. Well,
so
hopefully he's
I
gonna
guess
be
shoulder
okay.
is towards the chest area.
Sure.
Yeah, and obviously if it's a shoulder shot, it still sucks, but you're not going to die from a shoulder shot.
Hopefully not, as long as you don't get a big artery. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad to hear that at least the officer's going to be okay.
Yeah. Hammond officer that was involved in this is going to be on leave, paid leave until it's cleared up by the Indiana State Police.
Which is standard.
Yeah, happens every time. Which stinks for the officer, but obviously, we have to clear up any liability that may result from a fatal shooting. I know the resident was 34-year-old Gary resident. The passenger in the car was also a resident of Gary. I think she was 34 as well. Not sure where they were coming from. Like I said, when our officer got there, things were getting ready to go down as soon as he got there. So, but thankfully everybody's safe outside of the fatality with the driver. But thankfully, all the officers,
All the police and first responders are
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah, and 8094 is going to be a mess this morning, so I would just avoid it. I know I could tell when 8094 is busy because my neighborhood gets real busy with cars, and our neighborhood was slammed with cars today,
Well,
which
just
means people are coming off the highway.
Yeah, just coming down Calumet Avenue, I was like, man, there's a lot of truck traffic, and that was why.
Yeah, they get off the highway and they drive through the neighborhood to try to go through, and it sucks for us, but, that's I live close to a highway, a busy highway too, so.
Well, one of the things that that happened over the weekend was the regular big old Hammond Memorial Day parade.
Yeah. Oh, you want to talk about Friday's guest real quick?
Sure.
We got a big
this is
one.
a big one.
This is breaking.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
We, famous litigant in the U.S. Supreme Court case, United States of America versus James Snyder. He was the former mayor of Portage, and he is going to be a guest on Lockpod on Friday. The former Portage mayor, James Snyder.
I think this might be the first time he's going to give an interview after the Supreme Court case and after he has been sentenced.
Let's just run with that. I don't know if
that's true or not.
We'll just go ahead.
Yeah,
we're saying that.
Okay.
Yes, it's his first interview. He was
first in-depth interview.
First in-depth
on a region podcast.
On a region podcast, yes. But yeah, James Snyder, him and I served together. He was the mayor of Portage. Obviously, I'm still the mayor of Hammond. So James and I know each other. I assured James it's going to be a very professional interview. We don't, set any booby traps for our guests. We invite guests into our home and we treat them like guests.
It's going to be very interesting because that Supreme Court case all had to do with whether or not something was a gratuity versus a bribe. There's also just the long and winding road that he took through his criminal indictment, conviction, and road to the Supreme Court up and down. I mean, it was
that's what I'm interested in.
Yeah. Oh, it's darn close to it. I want to say 8 years or something like
2016.
that. 2016.
Wow.
You know how he got?
Oh, that's right.
Him and John Bunchitz were both indicted on the same day. It was 2 days after Trump was elected in the 2016 election.
Wow.
It was 2 days after that. Mm-hmm. So Trump served an entire term out of office, and almost half of his next term, and James still,
was going through all that.
Well, I think technically it's over now. I think
he's been sentenced. He's probably on probation or supervised release, what they call it in federal court, and I assume that's what he's on.
But I want to ask him about that process. It's interesting to me because. I don't think James is I don't think he's broke, but I don't think he's a wealthy man by any stretch. To afford attorney fees for 10 years. I mean, and you're talking about all the way up to the U.S. Supreme Court. And then the interesting thing to me is who jumped in and helped him, because there's no doubt that he had some pro bono work done.
Yeah, I was just going to say, my recollection is when it was going up to the Supreme Court that there was a group of attorneys that took the case on because they were interested in the issue.
Right, because that's what happens when you start getting to the U.S. Supreme Court level, right, Kevin?
Yeah.
Because you have people that are interested in the outcome, so they don't care as much about you as the outcome of your case.
Correct.
Because they have a vested interest.
It's a legal issue that they want to have heard.
By the U.S. Supreme Court.
Yeah, because
they're like, hey, don't drop your case. We're going to take your case, and we're going to try to help you with the outcome so that it helps you, of course, but it also helps us and our cause, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're probably I'm sure they are concerned or have interest in what's going on in the trial level, but in trial court, district court level. But my interest is kind of similar to yours, Tom, where you said that you want to find out when it happened, because I'm like, did they pick it up right after the district court ruled? Did they pick it up after the Seventh Circuit ruled, or did they? How far along did they?
That's interesting, right?
Yeah, because
that's the stuff that you don't hear about. It's never going to be in a newspaper article,
right?
You know what I'm saying? But that to me is interesting.
Very much so. As attorneys, I think it's.
Let's say, Kevin, how much is it going to cost in attorney fees? He had the biggest, most expensive firms helping him too.
That I don't know.
This got to be $2-3 million in attorney.
I was going to say it definitely was probably approaching $1 million easy.
Dude, it's got to be more than that.
You would think.
I know his one.
I'm talking about the appellate part.
Okay, yeah, appellate and higher, right?
Yeah.
Okay, his trial lawyer was a famous criminal lawyer in Indiana. He helped us with another case. You remember? We had another case that we brought that guy on for.
Still helping.
His retainer's off the charts. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm glad this guy's helping us with this case. It's expensive as hell, and it's just a small little case.
Yep.
Can you imagine if that guy was doing your entire case?
No.
Oh my God. So that to me, those are some of the places I want to go with them. Is damn, James, and you still had Christmas every year with your family. You still raised your kids, thankfully, because I know I was concerned about that when James first got indicted. Was geez, man, this guy's got little kids, And
but at the same time, I think from the federal government side, he's convicted. He's a convicted felon.
Now he is.
Yeah, I mean, so that wasn't and we talked about this case a lot. Is there was this mortgage foreclosure, this whole other side
tax
of it,
issue. Tax issue
that wasn't going away,
right?
And he was convicted of,
right?
So
that's what he ended up serving time for.
Judge Lund, who just sentenced him, I think it was Judge Lund, sentenced him to probation. So it's just a very interesting.
Yeah. So you had the bull, his whole process was you had the corruption allegations hanging over his head. That was, and then also a tax. It was sort of a no-brainer, the tax issue.
I think
but that's also the kind of thing you're not probably going to get indicted. And maybe you'll get indicted.
I think you would, but I think that, like you said, Tom, that was the easy part of it. And I think for the federal government, and that's the side of the story that really wasn't really reported on as much because that was
It was such
conviction.
a
The
open and
conviction
shut case.
and the conviction held, and that's
He
actually
would have
what
lost his
ended up.
office over that. I mean,
Without a doubt.
about the tax issue
Without
alone.
a doubt.
But the corruption issue is what made
Got
him
national
famous.
news. Yeah.
Yeah, James Snyder is going to be. I mean, you and I haven't been to law school in a long time, but I dare say, criminal law courses are going to have James Snyder case. No.
Yeah, I mean, it's either famous or infamous. But
It's going to
one of
be
the two,
famous
but-
/ infamous.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those cases you read in the law school. Students are going to be scratching their head like, "Wow, what was the Supreme Court thinking?" Right?
I'm looking forward to having him on. It's interesting. It's such an interesting case from a legal standpoint, especially just a local case that goes all the way to the Supreme Court, like you said, Tom. It just doesn't happen very often.
I know
Not
this
that-
guy.
I wouldn't want my name associated with a Supreme Court case that has United States on the other side, but
Yeah, no shit.
But at the same time, just the tale and the road that this took is so interesting to me. So
Friday, it's going to be a good show.
yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah,
great.
thanks to James for offering.
Absolutely,
this on Lock Pod.
really excited.
Like
to
I
have him
said,
on.
first off, I've known James for a long time now. I'm trying to think when he got elected. So it was probably 2012 he got elected.
Yeah, 11 or 15.
Took office in 2012.
Oh, you're right, 11.
Or
Probably,
maybe
you're
even
right.
even two. Yeah, probably 11. Yeah. So he took office in 2012. He's a good guy. He's got a great family. He's famous. So, and he's on Lockpot on Friday. So make sure you tune in. That's a really big announcement, right?
Yeah, it'd be a really interesting interview. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I see a book in his future.
I
mean,
brought the
that
same
is-
thing up, and he said working on it.
Wow.
Yeah,
All
man.
right.
Dude.
Maybe you
for
can
sure.
announce it here.
For sure.
Maybe.
That's a for sure book.
For
Yeah.
sure.
People are going to buy that and want to read it. And there's going to be law students that want to buy it and read it. And I don't know, wow, that's crazy. So yeah, we had the Memorial Day parade. It was nice.
Oh, this is always a great. By the way, we've had like dicey weather at that parade in the
Yeah.
past. Yesterday was picture perfect.
Mm-hmm.
If anything,
Not too hot.
no, John,
Not
I
too
couldn't.
cold.
John, I could not believe you were in a black hoodie and a
Dude,
black.
when I left
pants.
the house, it was cool.
I was like, you got to get out of
and then
here.
I'm like, anyway, look at this group.
Yeah.
What a
a
fun
nice
group.
Nice group. I'm
at
starting
this.
to tune my team up. I'm tuning them up.
Look
Tune
at
them
that.
up.
Good
Yeah.
crowd. Young,
Honestly.
old.
Like that whole thing with the Jason Gore campaign helps tune up the team. Obviously, I wanted to win that race, but it's also was a good opportunity to get my team working out and like getting used to campaigning again. And yesterday we made a good showing.
Even two dogs in the photo.
Dude, that was a great crew.
You know what
at
I thought
this.
about this photo? I love is the DJ in the background.
Mimi Crow Armstrong.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice the DJ back there. Look
Given
at that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
He's like, I'm in the picture.
The DJ's a good. I love the DJ.
Yeah, the DJ is great.
Look
And
at
you
this
know what?
vintage shirt.
yeah.
Look at
Oh
that.
yeah.
JRC.
2003. I love it.
I
Yeah.
had my I had
that's
my
old school.
steak fry sponsor shirt on. How about that?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
We didn't
Pulled
have
that out.
steak
Well,
fries.
I'm
Oh, you're not in it.
We don't
taking the
even have steak
pictures.
fries anymore.
Oh,
so.
gotcha.
Yeah. That's
I
great.
It
remember
was a good
those.
team.
And
Good
you had
crew.
your
Thank you to everybody.
you had your Hyman G
my
Hyman G
my
Rickover.
Hyman G. Yeah, it was super hot.
What a
But
crowd, too, man.
2.5 miles, by the way. So I park at the end of the parade route. I walk to the beginning. I mingle, and then I do the parade. Got done 2.5 miles.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it 2.5? Wow,
2.5
that's
miles,
great.
yeah.
Look at these pictures, by the way. Some really good ones.
And this is a parade that's in a neighborhood.
Yeah,
right?
it's
and there's so many people that came out for it.
and it's
awesome.
so freaking long, dude. That's a long ass parade.
You got that there? I love this
It's like,
picture.
you don't see parades that are 2 miles long very often. And by the way, I go up to the stoops. If they're on the stoops, I make it a point to go up and give them candy.
It's a classic
Yeah.
photo. That might make
Oh,
a campaign
veteran.
ad.
She's a
She's a
veteran.
veteran.
Dude,
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the kind of. That's what happened when I ran for Congress. We ran a photo like that, and it turned out to be very controversial.
Because you don't know who the...
No, you just pick a photo. You're like, man, that's a good photo,
really
and then
good
we
photo.
use it, and then a super PAC uses it, and then next thing you know,
We're in trouble.
the whole family hates you
Yeah, but look at this
because
picture.
of a stupid photo like this. You
But
know?
look, like photo credit Kevin Smith, by the way. John and I were talking about
humble.
this photo. Yeah,
You are humble.
This is. But
Nobody
this is,
needed to know that.
If anything,
Do you
Kevin's
think
humble.
freaking Jake Jacobs goes around and takes credit for the pictures he takes?
I'm not gonna comment.
Myself.
This is
Good job, Kevin.
Yeah, but I just
What?
never.
I look like I have a turkey neck there. What the hell? That's a. I
all
dare
right,
say.
I take my photo credit away.
Look at that.
Good job, Kevin.
It looks like somebody
Kevin,
photoshopped.
he's like,
a-
Kevin, you got me the
Come on,
turkey
come on,
neck.
come on, come on, come on.
We'll-
I look like I have a turkey neck.
We'll Photoshop that out.
I think
Somebody-
it's some residual swelling from the getting hit in the eye.
Dude,
Your faces.
I look like I have a freaking what is that little turkey gobble thing?
the Trump.
I think it's just
Never
angle.
use that damn picture again, please, or fix my face.
We'll fix it.
What is that, dude? Did somebody like put a turkey gobble?
All right, let's just go away from that one.
That's a good photo, though. Great from the
you have
aspect
to admit,
of.
I look like I have a turkey neck.
And by the way, there are a lot of veterans on the parade route. I noticed.
Yeah,
there were, and that's
you know what else was on the parade route? A lot of Chicago Bears jerseys.
Crazy.
Yes,
crazy amount of people coming up to you saying, "Mayor, please get the Bears."
North Hammond's excited. I dare say North Hammond is excited. I did get a couple. I am, by the way, it's interesting. I'm getting you're going to raise my taxes, Mayor. And it's like, I'm not going to raise your taxes. I'm going to raise your home value. And your home value is going to raise your taxes. Like, isn't my job to raise your home value?
I would not want my home value
Dude,
to
I've never heard this more in my life. Like, Mayor, I want you to lower my home value so that that is the craziest shit to ever tell your mayor. That is the craziest thing to ever say to your mayor. Like, don't raise my home value.
Yeah, I was thinking about this. It's like, there was a time where home values were kind of stable or maybe decreasing. I'm talking like 10 years ago, right after the home crisis, or whatever, 08, I guess. And my assessed value went down, and I was pissed. I was like, "What?
Yeah.
How is my assessed value going down?" But now it's up, and I'm happy about it. Why wouldn't you be happy? It's like I want one of the biggest assets in most people's lives.
Yes. And 90% of Americans, their home purchase is their biggest asset they'll ever purchase.
Correct.
And you're asking me, I have a fairly significant percentage of my bosses saying, "Hey, please don't raise my property value."
Yeah,
because I can't afford the 1/100th tax bill. 1/100th of my home value.
It's 1%.
Right.
Yeah.
1/100.
In Indiana, your property taxes are 1%.
Right.
Give or take. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. But by the way, the one thing about the Bears that I did want to mention was that there was like even a family that I think took a picture with you.
Yeah.
Like that, it was like had a sign like "Bring the Bears to Hammond" or something.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It was just a lot of Bears fans, a lot of Bears garb too being worn, which was cool.
Hey, why don't we go ahead and start doing some ads here? And when we come back, we're going to bring in Straight Talk with Corinne.
Absolutely,
she's in our green room waiting, in our virtual green room.
And stay tuned for the third segment. We've got some state news with Diego Morales, our Secretary of State. Fun. Is he in or is he out?
Okay, so let's go ahead and do some ads. When we come back, we will have some Straight Talk with Corinne. We'll start off with Powering Indiana, Lake County, our premier and studio sponsor. Powering Indiana, Lake County is your source for the region's most trusted electricians. At Powering Indiana, Lake County, we set the standard for excellence in electrical work. As IBEW Local 697 electrical contractors, we ensure safety, reliability, and quality for Northwest Indiana corporations, businesses, and homes. But our mission goes beyond the job site. We're creating a brighter future for the region we proudly serve. Powering Indiana, Lake County, bringing excellence to the job, creating a brighter future for our community. Find the right electrical contractor at poweringindiana.org.
Misprint Printing. Elevate your brand with Misprint, the premier printing and sign solution in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. With a 40-year legacy of excellence, their experienced team, led by Rick Baltensberger, combines innovation and technology to deliver top-quality signs and printing, always on time and within budget. Conveniently located in Munster and Hammond, Misprint is your partner for creating impactful visual solutions that leave a lasting impression. Visit them at misprintusa.com to bring your vision to life today.
The Branding Room Floor. Don't let your business get lost in the shuffle of generic branding and aimless marketing. The Branding Room Floor is Northwest Indiana's best full-time, full-service marketing agency, providing data-driven results to help your business grow in a crowded market. From website development and digital advertising to graphic design and branding, the Branding Room Floor will set your business or organization on a clear path to strategic success. Don't wait another day to get started. Visit thebrandingroomfloor.com today.
Cantrell and Cantrell, attorneys at law. Are you injured or in trouble with the law? Give Cantrell and Cantrell a call and schedule your consultation with someone who's in court and at the jail every day. Call John Cantrell at 219-5544-LAW. Visit their website at bettercallcantrell.com. John and his wife, Kristen, make a great team and are waiting to hear from you.
The Bug Guys, Pest Control. Hammond, where the wind off Lake Michigan hits harder than a Bears goal line stand in December and traffic on the Borman feels like a full-blown blitz. The Bug Guys are your hometown pest defense, knocking out ants like they're clocking in for a long shift at the fire station, kicking roaches off your kitchen counter like they tried cutting through Calumet Avenue at 5 p.m., and sending spiders out of your basement faster than a plow truck on the first big snowfall. Because around here, if it crawls, buzzes, or bites, it's playing on the wrong field. And the Bug Guys will bring that monster Midway energy straight to your home. Bear down, bugs out. The Bug Guys Pest Control. 219-810-7481.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good.
Hyper local ad. I love
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
And it's
Yes,
working
yes.
because I had them out to my house. So.
And I still need to get them out. Thanks to our sponsor, including our studio sponsor, Power Media LA County.
Ladies and gentlemen, after a 2-week break, good to bring back Corinne Straight with some Straight Talk with Corinne. How's it going, Corinne?
Hey, yo. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
gentlemen. It's
Good
going well.
morning.
I think we need that bug guy to write some stuff. He's in the wrong business.
I know, right?
Great writer.
I know.
You
Yeah.
got a future ahead of you and doing some writing, man.
His
Couple
last
of
one was
firefighters.
the Eminem song. Guess
Yeah, the
who's
Eminem
back,
song.
back again.
Oh,
yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
oh, I
he's good.
love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
How you
that's so
doing?
good.
Sorry about last week.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. It was nice to have a little week off, and then I am glad that I remembered. Thank goodness for calendar alerts.
I know,
Yes.
right?
Like
We were thinking
reminding
about that
me,
yesterday afternoon. I was like, hey, we got a pre-show, Tom. And
We gotta do a
Yes.
lock pod
Make it-
tomorrow.
we did.
Hey,
Well,
did
it
you
was-
see we met Gwen Stefani, by the way?
No, I did not see that.
Very, very
It really
cool.
happened.
Oh my gosh! Did you ask her about her Pray app?
No.
No.
Hollow.
No.
Yes,
Hollow?
Yeah,
No.
Hollow.
No, we were lucky to get a picture with her.
Yeah,
so
no
much
time
less
for conversation.
Much less converse.
About it.
Very cool. That's very cool. I've been watching her since I was a kid.
Dude, she is a badass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Badass lead
She
singer.
brought it.
Like, yeah, man.
She
very
brought it
cool.
at that show.
She really
Yeah.
did.
that's so awesome. I'm so
Yeah.
glad you guys got to see that.
Thank you. What do you got for us today?
The timing of us putting our notes together last night was perfect because my partner sent me this video, this TikTok video. It's a CBC story from yesterday, so up in Canada. Trump has posted a deepfake AI video of Prime Minister Mark Carney. Now,
Nice.
yeah, Trump and Carney have a lot of beef.
Yeah.
Probably rooted in the fact that Carney is a smart person who can coherently deliver a speech. I think that's Trump's biggest grievance.
Right,
Yeah.
he gave that big European speech, right, about the changing of
Yeah, that's
power in
right.
the world.
That's
Yes.
true.
Yep, in Davos, in Davos, Switzerland, and Trump last week. So all of this is kind of coming off of Trump announcing that the U.S. is kind of more symbolically ending the defense agreement between the United States and Canada. So a military defense agreement that was established following World War II. And in the announcement of terminating this agreement, the speech that Carney gave in Davos as well. Excuse me, sorry. I wanted to mute
That's
myself
all right.
real
You've
quick.
been gone for 2 weeks.
I know, and allergy season is in full swing.
Yeah, no kidding.
But no, so they linked that speech in Davos in the announcement that the United States was terminating this defense relationship. And it's like, man, you're telling on yourself. Like, shut up. Don't make a big deal about it. This Davos speech was a long time ago, especially in this news cycle. Anything that's older than 6 hours is a long time ago.
Right.
And so you're telling on yourself because in this speech, yeah, Mark Carney talked about this is really a new international relationship. We are moving into a new era of international relations when it comes to everything on trade, defense, etc. Just basic diplomacy and decency. But Carney never mentioned the United States specifically. He never mentioned Trump by name. So it was very obvious that it was coded, and you could really have plugged in Putin in there. You could have plugged in Trump in there. You could have plugged in even Xi in China in there at any point. But for Trump to deliberately link that speech really is like, okay, dude, you're making this about you, because obviously he makes everything about him. And then this AI deepfake is posted where pieces of a speech that Carney gave last year in response to Trump's tariff announcements and kind of what it would do to the Canadian-American trade relationship, which Canada is our most important trade partner, particularly in Indiana, they're our most important trade partner. And this video is taking pieces of that speech and twisting it to try to dupe people into investing in a fake money scheme.
Oh, God.
Get out.
No way. Do you want me to
Do you have
play
it?
this?
Can you play it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let me go ahead and try and play this here.
Videos of Prime Minister Mark Carney is real. The other one is a deep fake. And it came from an ad on U.S. President Donald Trump's Truth Social account.
Oh,
it links to this fake CBC story that features the fake video.
It's a special investment system backed by the government and designed for the average citizen to earn money.
The deepfake is being used to scam you into sending money to a fake investment platform, and similar deepfakes of Carney have appeared in ads on Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube. This one appears to have been made by manipulating footage of a real news conference. Carney's suit and the background in the fake version match this video from April 3rd, 2025, when he spoke about Trump's latest tariffs.
The president's actions will reverberate here in Canada and across the world.
But the resolution of the fake video is much lower than the real one, and his speech doesn't sound natural.
I'd like to point out that 93% of transactions are profitable.
What's particularly dangerous about this deepfake is it comes after Carney announced his government is
crazy.
So at the end of this fake video, you're saying it goes to a, where does it go?
Like a link?
Yes, you can invest. You can invest in something that is a scam.
And Trump posted that.
It was an ad on Truth Social.
Yes, and link. Trump shared it.
Oh,
yes.
Trump shared it?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep. What is that clause in the Constitution that says you're not supposed to profit off your office?
Right.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yes. Emoluments clause or something.
Emoluments clause, right?
Yeah.
Because I know that was a big deal with Trump, Washington, D.C. for a while.
First term.
Right.
Yeah.
He's shameless this term.
He's shameless.
There's going to be so much cleanup work for the next president to do. Could you imagine, like, we're reestablishing the Canadian-U.S. defense.
Right.
We're redoing
I was thinking about that.
I was like,
Kevin.
God, there's a lot of paperwork, man, to pile up here. We got to get all this stuff back in order.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting. The timing of this is all very interesting because just last week, Trump once again canceled a signing of an executive order relating to AI. So if y'all remember, Trump somehow safety, along with all of these other things like decency, peace, manners, safety has also become a woke concept. Being safe is woke, right? So Biden established the Casey group, which was all around AI and safety through executive order. When Trump came into office, he dismantled most of that executive order and renamed Casey, so they removed the safety part out of it because safety is woke, right? It's like if you need like gutter guards when you go bowling, like it's woke, right? But then Trump started reconsidering this AI regulation or the lack thereof around the same time that Iran started posting all of these, AI
Lego
jabs at him, the Lego videos. And so it's also coming at a time where public perception and public reaction to AI is growing very negative.
Yeah, it seemed to me that it was like this. I think Trump, I agree with you, Corinne. Like Trump wanted to get pissed off because of all these AI videos from Iran and other places that are attacking him. And at the same time, he's getting all this pressure from tech giants to lay off of AI.
Yep. And then he has conflicting voices in his ear because there are several people now within the administration who are pointing out, hey, this AI thing is growing so much faster and getting so much more sophisticated than we can even comprehend. If this gets into the hands of our enemy, we have to think about what happens then, because there has been a new AI model that has been developed that has not been released to the public. It's currently being studied on a very kind of internal group because this AI model was able to expose a ridiculous amount of weaknesses in programs that had never been discovered before.
Yes, I read about that.
I had not heard
that.
Like,
it's crazy.
Easily getting into bank passwords, government secrets, everything.
Within seconds.
Local governments are totally unprepared for this.
Your average person with their banking passwords.
Wow.
Oh my God, dude.
Yep. So that model, kind of the AI guys that the team that created it was like, we can't release this to the public. This is too much. We need to study this internally. So when that internal study started happening is when Trump started getting pressure of like, hey man, maybe Biden wasn't woke and trying to kill innovation. Maybe the Biden administration really saw something like this coming down the pike and realized, oh, we really need to get some guardrails around this. And so I think last week was the third time that Trump canceled the executive order to regulate this AI in a very similar way to what President Biden did. So all of that kind of happening at the same time that he shares this bogus video from Carney. And I mean, really I'm really curious about the legal ramifications. Like, how can you share? Obviously, Carney is not an unknown person. This is not just an AI model that we've created, like a fashion model or something to sell a scam. Like, this is obviously
Carney
pretending to be a real person. Like, where does that not freak people out enough? And I do think,
No, I was just gonna say, Corinne, that like I think that this story, this AI story, is something we really want to keep following. So make sure that we keep doing it as you come on. If there's more news on this, I think this is something that is very, very interesting to me, because it's almost like Trump is having an internal battle within himself, like which way to go on this, which I find interesting. So
to be honest, I don't really blame him, because I have my concerns about AI, but what do you do when China is just unleashing AI? They don't care, right? They want it to
undermine our elections, cause problems.
So we have to keep up with.
And we're giving our AI chips to the Middle East. I mean, there's all this other stuff going on, man. I mean,
and it is kind of this. I don't want to look like I'm trying to suppress innovation. I don't think anybody, common sense wise, would say that. I don't think, I mean, he even has, there are going to be some fringe people who are going to say like, don't stifle me. Like, I want to have the keys to everything. But if you want to talk about something that I think would be fairly popular, it could be President Trump signing this and saying, look, I want to protect your identity. I want to protect your image, your children's image, because
before all of our bank accounts get drained.
Mark Carney pitching a scam to you. I mean, I think that's part of why AI has freaked out regular people so much. Is like, you can create a video of any of us with the time that we've spent on camera right now, or 5 minutes on camera, somebody can take us and make us do anything.
Tom can be suggesting an investment. Before we know it. So good stuff, Corinne. Thank you so much. As always, great Tuesday.
Good to see you,
have you on.
Good to see you too, guys.
Great topic.
Awesome job today.
That's
Appreciate
Straight
it.
Talk with Corinne Straight.
All right,
thanks.
Go ahead.
I'll see you next time.
Thanks, Corinne. Good to see you.
That's an interesting topic. Really interesting.
Oh, the Pope just
he did an encyclical on AI. So all right,
let's do some ads when we come back. We got some updates on Diego,
our wonderful Secretary of State,
and Mayor Tiff. We got two recurring themes on our show coming back in the third segment. So again, next show we have James Snyder, former mayor of Portage, coming on Friday. Big guest. So make sure you tune in on Friday. Hear an interesting story that involved a decade of litigation. So let's start off with Calumet Brewing, who's been with us every year since we've been on the air. Thank you very much, Cal Brewing. This Bud's for you. For 150 years, Budweiser has been farmed, brewed, bottled, and enjoyed across America. Thanks to hardworking Americans and the highest quality American farmed ingredients, we're not just made in America, we're made of America. Budweiser is also the official beer of the Chicago Cubs and will be celebrating alongside their sorry-ass season, 150th
Only
anniversary.
9 losses in a row.
Go Cubs, go. Win a freaking game for once.
That would be nice.
Enjoy beers and cheers to 150 years responsibly.
The Ron J. Prestmer Insurance Agency for decades has been located right on Indianapolis Boulevard, serving all your insurance needs. The Prestmer Agency specializes in a wide range of insurance products and services, including auto, home, business, life, and much more. Prestmer Agency serves thousands of people and businesses throughout Chicagoland and the Midwest. Call Ron or Ronnie today at 219-844-0103. They're here to protect what matters most to you. Hablamos Español.
Byway Brewing is a family-friendly microbrewery with a spacious tap room and an outdoor patio serving its award-winning craft beer, a chef-driven food menu, and craft cocktails on draft. Their brewing equipment and production facility offers a unique backdrop for events like bridal showers, reunions, or corporate parties. With their amazing food truck, they can cater to your corporate and private events off-site. Just off of 8094 at the Kennedy Avenue South exit, let them show you that customer service is their top priority. Check out more at bywaybrewing.beer.
Tortillas Nuevo Leon is the gold standard in Mexican cuisine across the Midwest. Look for Tortillas Nuevo Leon's popular red and white label at your local grocery store and enjoy quality Mexican products made with local expertise.
Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia de todo corazón. Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia de todo corazón.
A longtime friend of the show and premier studio sponsor, this powerhouse duo represents two outstanding companies deeply invested in building and supporting our hometown. 219 Development and Bauer Construction. 219 Development is focused on smart, responsible redevelopment across Northwest Indiana, and Bauer Construction is the boots-on-the-ground team that brings those visions to life. These aren't just builders, they're community partners. If you want to build something meaningful in the region or wherever your vision takes you, start with 219 Development and Bauer Construction. Reach them at 219-268-8484.
MCR Partners is your one-stop destination for top-notch expertise in economic development, finance, and planning. With a dedicated team geared up to tackle your projects head-on, they're your go-to comprehensive solution providers. Dive into the world of economic development with MCR Partners and let them guide you through the maze of opportunities. Stay in the loop and connected by hitting up their website at mcrpartnersllc.com. Or for tailored assistance, don't hesitate to reach out to Matt Reardon at 219-741-9511. It was great having Matt on last week.
Yeah.
It's good to see him. So, all right. Tom and I were together, I think, at a point where all of a sudden our phones started blowing up with kind of the same buzz that was going on around the Secretary of State's race on the Republican side. And just as a reminder to everybody, the Secretary of State in Indiana is nominated. In other words, the way that the Democrats and Republicans get their Secretary of State nominee to run in November is not by a primary, but rather by a convention. And what we mean by that is at the state convention, which I think the Republicans is June 20th in Indianapolis, delegates, which get elected locally or appointed by their county chairs, go down and vote. And whoever wins that election between the delegates is the Secretary of State nominee. The way Diego got in 4 years ago was to run against the sitting Secretary of State from Evansville, and he beat her at the convention, and he became the nominee, and then he won.
These conventions are, sometimes they get a little squirrely.
They get a little dicey. And we were getting reports last week, Tom and I both on our phone, and by the way, great reporting on this issue by Abdul Shabazz.
I was thinking we got to get Abdul back.
This is
Abdul, could you come on next Tuesday?
That'd be awesome.
Like a week from today?
That'd be great.
Yeah, because we need to check in with them before the convention.
And I agree with you. And this issue is a big one.
Well, both conventions.
Democrats convention's June 6th, I think. That's Saturday.
So we got to get Abdul on.
That'd be great.
Hopefully by next Tuesday we can get him on.
Steve, hopefully you're listening.
Yeah, I could reach out too. So Steve, hit me up after the show. We got to get Abdul on and see if we can do it next Tuesday.
So Abdul first reported that, and this was a tweet that he sent out from his personal account, and he said, "I'm told tonight by multiple GOP sources that Diego Morales is seriously considering dropping out of the race for Secretary of State. A decision could come as early as tomorrow." He then reported that one of the other people that are trying to run for Secretary of State, County Clerk Dave Shelton from Knox, was offered Brad King's job at the Indiana Election Division, and Brad King, I think, is retiring, in exchange for dropping out of the Secretary of State race. David Shelton said in response, "They know they can't control me. I can't be bought. He's staying in." And by the way, Politico and Adam Wren had reported that earlier as well. And then all of a sudden, this is a great tweet.
So hold on. Let's go back to that. So somebody is offering Dave Shelton a job to get out of the race.
Correct.
Multiple sources are telling Abdul that the current incumbent is probably going to drop out.
Correct.
So there's obviously, if you look at these, there's obviously something behind the scenes going on.
Something's going on.
There's a major player in the Republican Party.
You got it.
There's something going on.
Yeah.
Because people are being offered jobs. Diego's under tremendous pressure to
drop,
quit
because they think he's not going to be a good candidate.
He's not going to win because they think that if Bo Bai emerges from our primary or from our convention, Bo Bai will probably beat him.
And with Ballard in the race,
yeah.
I mean, I think that's the theory that must be the going theory. They think Diego's weak. We've got Mayor Ballard in the race, who I'd love to also have on the show. And if he gets his signatures, now we got a problem. And then we got a strong candidate on the Democratic side with name recognition. So. If depending on who comes through the convention, of course. And so this is great. This is a great tweet by Abdul. So then he tweets out, "The gods have smiled upon us this day, a political commentator's dream fulfilled. Diego Morales is staying in." So, and then Secretary of State Morales issued this statement: "Fellow Hoosiers, Since I announced I was running for Indiana Secretary of State in November of 2020, my goal was to give delegates the choice at the convention. I welcome more competition into this race, but that sentiment has not changed. I'm not sure what that means. Delegates will decide who will be the Republican nominee. The decision belongs in the hands and only the hands of Republican convention delegates, and I'm confident I'll be renominated. There you go. He's staying in.
It's all bullshit.
Well, you know what we're
since I announced I was running for Indiana. I'm sorry, John. Go ahead.
I was going to say what we're missing here is Rakita and
Banks
issued a joint statement.
Oh, I thought we were going to go there.
Yeah.
Oh, are we?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Good.
Yeah. Okay, first off, this whole thing he just puts out is total bullshit. Okay, let's be honest. Since I announced I was running for Indiana Secretary of State in November of 2020, so this is back before he was even elected, my goal was to give delegates a choice at the convention. No, your goal was to win, and your goal was to run for re-election, asshole. Of course you know that, right? I welcome more competition in this race. Shut the fuck up, right? This whole thing is bullshit. Nobody welcomes more. I'm so happy people filed against me for mayor. It makes my fucking day that you ran against me for mayor. What a dick. Like, this is all bullshit. Like, I can't stand it when politicians just freaking lie like this. I just can't.
I welcome more competition.
Who the fuck welcomes competition?
Yay.
Thank God somebody's running against me for mayor.
Let's have a bloodbath.
Makes my fucking day. Oh, thank God. We have 3 people? That's awesome.
We want more.
Fucking douchebag.
But no, like this is, so then you got to remember Senator Banks and Attorney General Rakita both had kind of got behind Diego, and then they issued a joint statement pulling that support about 2 weeks ago. And part of it had to do, by the way, with this really strange thing that occurred. And you think about this. The GOP has been very, very adamant about, like, you know, illegal immigration and all that stuff, right? Morales, who has built his political brand on election integrity and concerns about non-citizen voting, had paid a woman, Alina Kupshi, $160,000 a year as deputy chief of staff in a position that was never publicly posted and that she filled with no prior government experience. BMV records show that Kupshi's Indiana driver's license carries the temporary restriction that the state applies to non-U.S. citizens.
Oh, is that frowned upon in today's GOP?
Apparently, because that was just a you can't give non-citizens big-time jobs in your administration. What the hell? That were never posted,
right?
Yeah. So that I think this was like just like
that was it.
A path too far for Senator Banks and Attorney General Rakita. They withdrew the support for him, and then they were trying.
Okay, so hold it. Do you think that's what was going on when we were hearing the source? Like, Diego's going to drop out. Knox County Clerk David Shelton's being offered a job. Obviously, something's going on behind the scenes.
It sounds like some power brokers of the GOP.
So, like, Todd Rakita, the Indiana's Attorney General, and Jim Banks, Indiana's U.S. Senator, or obviously they pulled their support for Diego.
Yep.
And they obviously have somebody they're shopping around as an alternative. Which is why they want Knox out of the race.
And I assume, I think that's right.
I mean, Shelton out of the race.
Correct. And you don't forget, Rakita used to be Secretary of State, and he was Diego's boss. And, like, I don't know if he fired him or he let him go or something.
He fired him, allegedly.
So there's that back out there, too. And I think the interesting thing, and the reason I think Senator Banks is involved, is because the person that they're trying to push, according to Abdul's article, is that this gentleman named Max Engling, who is he's spent a career in Republican politics, not elective office. He's a senior advisor to Senator Banks, and he previously ran unsuccessfully for the 2024 GOP primary for the 5th Congressional District, in which Representative Victoria Spartz currently represents that district. So people like him because he has, apparently the operational and policy chops to run the office, and they think he'd be a good Secretary of State. So that's who they're trying to push. Shelton's not getting out. Now Diego's not getting out. And there's also a far-right conservative, Rittenauer, who ran for governor before, who's in.
But why isn't Diego getting out?
I think
Joel had some things to say about that.
I think Diego thinks he's strong with the delegates.
Well, according to Abdul, it was his soft landing wasn't firmed up enough.
Right. They were trying to give him a job,
and they couldn't. It was just more like,
we'll try.
Yeah, we'll try to get you a job.
Right.
It wasn't like,
anybody want to hire that guy? Yeah. Come work for me. Scandal.
That's exactly. You're right. And Tom, that's exactly it.
Can I give you one Diego, and then I take? No, I don't want that.
Well, they said the job on the back end was a possibility, not a commitment, and the people working the back channel had trouble lining one up. Yeah. Sources say Morales' reputation and his own employment history complicated the search for a private sector position, and not without reason. Because of what had happened, he resigned under Charlie White. He left early under Todd Rokita as Secretary of State,
and he's been just scandal plagued since he's taken over.
He has. We had obviously Representative. Who had a great committee hearing with Diego about his hiring of his brother-in-law and others, and so it's been interesting. And Diego is not, in my opinion, doesn't seem like a strong candidate.
Delaney,
thank you very much. Sorry, Representative Delaney.
Right. Wow. Okay, so we definitely need to get Abdul on before next week. Him and I have been talking a lot lately too. There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Good. This will be
down in Indy. There's a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, the Republican convention coming up, Democratic convention coming up before that.
Yes.
There's a lot of reasons to talk to Abdul right now.
I agree. And by the way, interestingly enough, Governor Braun issued a statement that he was just staying out of it. So he's not. It doesn't appear, at least from public statements, that he's part of the power brokering team behind the scenes.
Interesting point.
Yeah, he said he's staying out of the race.
That's interesting.
Very interesting, I thought.
Because you would think, you
would think So he's publicly said he was not taking a side.
I agree with you, and I mean that's interesting. And Todd Young also, he never really gets involved in this kind of stuff.
Nope. And none of the other.
You see Todd Young lately?
I have not. Outside of that, I think I saw him last time. I saw him. He had a beard.
Yeah.
Is that what you just said? That it was weird. I was like, whoa.
I don't like it, Todd.
Nah,
I'm on the record, Todd. You got to shave that thing.
I agree with you.
Looks like a muskrat on your face.
Didn't look good.
Yeah,
he looks better clean shaven.
You got to clean shave it. You got to shave that stuff, Todd. You're a military guy. Yeah, dude. Come on.
Can't do that in the
You can't do that.
Maybe
Todd.
That's why he's doing it though.
He looks like a liberal.
I never got to do it.
He does. You look like a liberal, Todd.
Or
you look like a
Vance.
college professor.
Or J.D. Vance. It's like a J.D. Vance, like scraggly beard.
He reminds me of one of those college liberals. He's got to shave that
like
thing.
a professor.
Yeah, with the elbow patch, the whole thing. He's got to shave it. Sorry, Todd. Come on, Todd. I know you better than anybody in the state. You got to shave that beard.
There you go.
So
some other very exciting news, Tom, that I want to bring up before we leave for the day.
Yeah, Mayor Tiff.
She, the Phoenix Project is alive and well, according to Mayor Tiff.
What is this?
She ran. Okay, so we may recall. Obviously, we had a lot of fun with Mayor Tiff when she was mayor of Dalton, and she was the trustee of the Thornton Township.
How did she never get indicted, man?
Maybe it's coming. We don't know.
I don't understand. Like, whatever.
I mean, we don't know all the facts.
We don't know everything that's going on behind the scenes.
We don't know the
sometimes
facts.
the media's got it all wrong.
Yeah,
that's a fact. Okay, I'm not. So, like, maybe the entire media that was reporting on her, all the dozens and dozens of stations that were reporting on her, maybe they all got it wrong. And
she decried that she was being, kind of like shit on unceremoniously by the media.
So she loses.
Yes.
Like
80-20, 80-20, I think.
In Dalton,
yeah,
as a Democrat.
Yes.
With her gold microphone.
So she changed residencies.
She moved
out of Illinois, another one of the Illinois residents leaving the state. She left the state, moved to Atlanta, became a
Fulton
Republican.
County.
Became a Republican.
Because Fulton never has issues.
Well, and it's so Republican there.
I know. That's the thing. So, like...
She changed her party.
Somebody asked me, like, how is... Like, she won. That's crazy. It's like, listen...
Unopposed.
That's exactly it.
Yes.
It's like in Lake County, where we live. Sometimes you get a race where there's no Republican, because the Republicans are like, fuck it. I'm not even going to do it. Why do it? Because if I do it, I'm just going to get my ass kicked, right? So Fulton County, they have the same issue with Republicans because it's such a heavy Democratic area. So Tiff comes rolling in, and then she runs unopposed in the primary and wins, and now she
declares victory.
She thinks she's a big fucking deal.
Look at the
she's the only one in Fulton County.
Look at this. Look at this ad.
Right. She's the only one in Fulton County dumb enough to run as a Republican. That's the problem. It's like, yeah, you dummy. You're going to lose big time, bigly in November, 80-20.
Just to give you perspective on the number of votes, she ended up with 1,136 votes, which is more than 2,000 fewer votes than the candidate who got dead last in the Democratic primary.
Oh, wow.
So
there are like 8 candidates running on the Democratic side.
Then, okay.
She was 2,000 below the 8th
So let's ask ourselves.
place.
What's she doing here? She's not going to win.
My theory?
She's like, she has no chance at all. She's running as a Republican. She just moved to Fulton County. Nobody fucking knows her. So why, Tiffany, why are you possibly doing this? You guys have any opinions?
My opinion is that she knows she's in legal trouble, and she wants to be on Donald Trump's side. So she could ask for a pardon.
Not
if
only
she
that,
ever gets to that point.
If you're in legal trouble and you have a campaign account, you could use your campaign account to help pay for your legal expenses, right?
I guess it depends on the state law, but it depends on the law in Atlanta. But I mean, I don't know what the law is in Georgia,
right?
So but this is.
But if she got in trouble in Illinois and wanted to use her campaign funds in Illinois to pay for her legal issues.
I think you can do that. I imagine you can. Yeah, I think, why wouldn't you be able to?
As long as it's related to your
job.
Correct.
Right, as long as, you can't do it because you got a traffic ticket.
Right.
That's
if it's
smart.
A corruption investigation into her because of what she
official.
did.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So now maybe she's running dry up here in Illinois because people know her bullshit. So she moves down to Fulton County, starts raising money.
Look at this ad.
Which Trump has a big problem with Fulton County.
Yeah.
So this is smart on her part.
Look at this ad, though.
This is actually not an ad. This is her website.
Oh, her website. Okay.
And if you want
Which one do you think she wants us to donate to? The one that's bouncing?
The one
Steve Kellogg, can you please donate $1,000 to Tiffany Henyard? No, do not do that. Don't do that. Steve will take me literally. Don't do that. It's the $1,000 on this ad is bouncing up and down.
And you can check to make it reoccurring. $1,000 a month.
Oh,
dude, why don't you just do $6,600?
Oh yeah, the max.
I wonder what
that must be the max
are.
In Georgia. Yeah, that's a max.
So it's probably $3,300 per cycle.
So Dalton,
and that's a state race too. That's a crazy. They have maxes.
They may have, some states have limits.
Wow.
Yeah. So here
in Indiana, you could donate if you're a billionaire and you want to donate to my campaign. You could donate $1 million if you want.
How about $1 billion?
I should have that one bouncing on my website.
$1 billion?
Million.
$1 billion.
$1 million. Recurring millions would be even better.
Do you think she would come on the show?
Oh, I would love it.
Now that she's in Georgia?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Steve Kellogg.
Steve Impossible.
Maybe if you donate $1,000, she'll come on.
Because like Tom says, we don't lay booby traps for guests.
No.
Right? This will be on the up and up. Like, we just want to talk to Tiffany.
We want to hear about Project Phoenix.
Yeah.
She wouldn't come on, but it would be interesting.
Yeah. So one of the residents.
My God, dude! You imagine how big that show would be?
Dalton Dictator.
Oh, yeah. So this is the New York Post headline. Dalton Dictator Tiffany Henyard takes cringe victory lap after unopposed primary win in new state.
Takes cringe victory lap,
which is that ad we just put up. And so some Dalton residents actually voiced their opinion on her victory. And this is one of the guys you may remember. This guy Lawrence Gardner. He got raided. Remember when we reported that his shop got raided? Right.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he said it's all black and white. It's all in the video. As a resident of Dalton, they should look at what we went through, if that's what they really want. The Tiffany is as crooked as the S in Mississippi, and then he said, hopefully they won't get in a pickle like we were in. Good luck. Like Mr. T said all the time, I pity the fool. That was from Mr. Gardner.
I pity the fool.
You said it much better.
I wish her the best. Maybe this is her redemption story.
Phoenix story. Come on, John. Stick with the
Phoenix rising from the ashes.
Stick with the theme, man.
Yeah.
Project Phoenix is well on its way. It's activated, she said.
She's going to clean up Fulton County down there.
Oh, yeah.
As a Republican.
Yeah. She's changed her ways.
Please, Mayor Tiff, come on. All right. Well, that's what we got today.
We did all right.
Yeah, not bad for a day after the holiday.
Day after the holiday.
With an elbow in his eye.
Unprepared with black eye. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Unprepared with a black eye. There's the title.
Yep. Well, awesome job today with Corinne Straight. Straight Talk.
It's a good issue.
Awesome talk on AI.
Mm-hmm.
Always great to be here, Kevin. Appreciate you very much.
Yes, sir.
Jay Vez.
Yep.
Coming back on Friday with a big show, big guest. Looking forward to it. We're gonna have Jill in the studio with us when we interview James Snyder, the former mayor of Portage, and the defendant in the United States of America versus James Snyder, a U.S. Supreme Court case. It's the first time we've ever had a U.S. Supreme Court litigant in our studios.
Wow.
I know. That's badass.
See, it's always a bunch of firsts here on Lockpod.
Dude, that is cool, man. I mean, and like what I was saying, Kevin, U.S. Supreme Court cases like of that magnitude are going to be read by generations of law school students.
True.
That storyline is going to be a well-known case for a long time when it comes to elected officials and campaign donations. Yeah. So anyway, looking forward to Friday. Make sure you tune in. Thank you again, Kevin and John, and to our audience. Make sure you like, you comment, you rate. I think our last comment was a couple years ago, by the way.
Please
Really?
comment on Apple Pod and Spotify and comment.
Comment, like, all that fun stuff. Take care, everybody. We love you, and we'll be back on Friday with a big show. Take care, everybody. Lockpod's out.